Boom! What's up, Funnel Boss Academy Launchpadders? Coach Corey here. Together we do it better, and this is the launch sequence training. This is day 14 of the training, and it is part 3 of our 3-post process to get more engagement on our Facebook Lives. And when I mean more engagement, I mean more people showing up to your actual lives, right? So if you haven't already, go back and watch this day 12 and 13. And then today is day 14, where we're going to start going to get people on our Facebook Lives. So again, just using the quick example that I used in my post and throughout this training, what's the best way to get more engagement on your Facebook group? Yesterday we covered going over and making sure that everybody knows that you plan on going live at a certain day and time. And then finally, all you need to do at this point, guys, is actually schedule your live, right? So whether it's going to be in your Facebook group or on your personal profile, you are going to schedule your live, and you are going to use that question as the topic of the live. So put that in your description, and then you can just do like my thoughts at the end of it, right? So if it was me, I would say what's the best way to get more engagement in your Facebook groups? My thoughts, right? So that way it's a question, and people are more likely to jump on and watch a live video if it's you answering a question, right? So you're stating the question for them, and then you're also putting my thoughts, right? Now, one of the cool things here that you're going to want to do as far as the actual live goes is you're going to put that in your description, and then you're going to tag the people that interacted with that post, right? So depending on how many people actually engaged and interacted, make sure that you tag all of them. Tag all the people that just interacted as far as the likes and hearts and all that kind of stuff, but also all the people that actually left a comment, right? Because they're not going to get offended by it. They already gave you their thoughts on the topic, and they're probably more than likely wanting to learn your thoughts because you're the one that posed the question, right? So you schedule it, you put that in your description, in your title, and then tag everybody, and then you're going to go live, right? Which is awesome. So while you're live, though, you want to take advantage of this opportunity to give them shout outs, right? Because the more that you guys kind of give shout outs to people that are joining your lives and all that kind of stuff, the more they're going to engage with you. And this is what this is all about, right? Getting more engagement, and not just on this first initial video, but on anyone's going forward in the future, especially your post, because they're going to see hey, if this person is going to ask a question, and then they're going to get our thoughts on it, and then they're going to give their thoughts on it and give us shout outs for our thoughts during that live, this is somebody that I want to interact with, right? Because at a low level, you're basically promoting them, right? So I would say, Elaine, you had this comment on how to get engagement. I think that's a great comment, and you're just going to kind of go over that really briefly as far as the other people's stuff first, and then you're going to go into your actual thing, right? So you're going to say, well, I thought all of those comments were great, great replies to the question. Here is my thoughts on how to get more engagement in Facebook Live or Facebook groups or whatever, right? Whatever your question is. Again, you are the expert, so you're going to be the one that you're not going to discard everybody else's information. You're going to say, yeah, that was really good stuff, but this is what I found to be the best, right? So it's your thoughts, you're the expert, and then you get to deliver it as the expert. So that's my tip for today. Tomorrow, we are going to recap this whole strategy from start to finish, and you guys are going to actually go out there and implement it, right? And what I want you to do before that, take a mental note of how many people are showing up on your lives beforehand, and then that way you can really see the difference afterwards, right? So for me personally, when I first discovered this method, this is something that I just came up with on my own. I was averaging probably 20 to 30 people showing up on my Facebook Lives, and then I did this process and actually had 105, I think, show up using this process. So it was a huge increase of people actually showing up for the live, not just replays, but actually people watching live, right? So it's a great tip, great strategy, but you got to put all 3 pieces together, and that's what we're going to recap in tomorrow's video. So make sure that you come back for that. If you didn't watch the first 2 videos, go back and watch those, and until then, this is going to help you guys so much when it comes to getting more engagement on your Facebook Lives. The other thing that I forgot to mention real quick is whether or not you want to put it in your personal profile or inside of your Facebook group, right? So typically what I would do, I would start doing it just on my personal profile, and then ultimately using the same process, get it to a point where you can start getting people into your Facebook groups, right? So If you do it on your personal profile first, it's good, and it kind of gets them used to seeing you give away that valuable information, like giving them your thoughts on whatever. But then you're gonna flip the script at a later date where you're gonna say, I'm gonna do this only for people that are in my group, right? So join my group, click on the link to join my group, and I will share my thoughts at this day and time in my group, right? And then what's going to happen is all the people that were loving your content on your personal profile are going to be obligated to join your group. So it's another way to get your group to grow as well. So until tomorrow, guys, that is it for today's training. We will see you in tomorrow's.